I think it's 6 o'clock,
Yeah, Isaac said.
and I'm calling this meeting to order. Do we have any questions or comments on the minutes of August 7th?
I had a few questions and comments.
Good.
Item number 3, it says that CB and GS volunteered to serve as monitors. I thought, this is about 5 Windward Way? Deborah, weren't you
Yeah,
the
that
other
was me and
monitor?
you, yeah.
Okay, so it should be
DC.
DC, yeah.
Shiafi.
It does say DC.
Then under
Oh,
general business number 3, I had a question about 2 words here. So it's about the letter that the chair wrote. It says indicating that he had miscounted the votes for approval. Is that the right word? Did you miscount the votes?
I did. I mean, I counted 4 votes that were approval, and there was only 3.
Okay, I'm just checking the
Or
words.
that I had counted a no as a yes.
Okay, okay.
If that's,
Okay, got it. I wasn't at that meeting. And then the second word was technically, that had been technically denied. That makes it sound like it was a technicality.
no, it's
I'm just-
denied according to our bylaws.
Okay.
So
Gotta have 4 positive votes.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why the word technically.
I didn't, well, you're right. Probably let's take out technically.
Okay.
It was just denied.
Okay. That's all I had.
That's good. Thank you. Anybody else? Do I hear a motion?
I move we approve.
All in favor? Aye. Very good. Treasurer's report.
Treasurer's report. In the general expense account, we have $1,352. The revenue account was not reported to me this month. Town farm expense, $2,400. The WHC trust account, $18,757.06. The town farm trust, $7,101.72. And the Wolf Pit School Trust, $8,050.25. And you may recall that we did use a small amount of trust money at the end of the last fiscal year because we had a budget shortfall. I forget exactly what it was, but it was on the order of a few $100s.
My postage.
Your postage?
Okay.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Any questions or comments for the treasurer? Do I hear a motion?
I move that we accept treasurer's report as
Second.
amended.
Second.
Okay. All in favor? Aye. Very good. We've got another minute. Do we have any monitors' reports while we're waiting? Yep, what do we got?
Garrett and I visited 5 Windward Way solar panels installation,
Okay.
and we found them to be quite acceptable. They were matte black, as the applicants had described, so they were not shiny at all. They covered quite a bit of the roof, so it looked like it was a roof.
Mhm.
And they were very low profile, so they were very low to the actual roof structure.
Okay.
They're not activated yet, but they were all installed.
Yeah. And the gaps are very narrow, so it's not like a bunch of distinct,
Distinct
it's
frames.
just like a sheet.
Continuous, yeah, they had
Continuous
to
sheet,
move
yeah.
a vent in order to get that to happen. They moved a vent over a bit so they could have a continuous array.
Good.
And I thought it looked very, very good.
Mhm.
So, is this something we're going to be recommending come in the future, that people try to emulate that installation?
I have a question. So was the roof pretty straightforward? It was just
Yes.
a rectangle?
Yes.
Because lots of roofs are not like that.
It had one skylight, they worked around the skylight, so they had the array go up and over across where the skylight was, so it was sort of an L shape, but for the most part, the entire roof was covered. So maybe with that kind of condition, that could be.
Yeah, I wouldn't say the entire, I mean, you could still see the outline of
Yeah, right.
of the arrays, but it wasn't broken up as much as some of the older installations that I've seen where it's, you know, every panel is.
But where you
is-
have
is distinct.
a frame around each panel that
Right.
sets it off and.
Yeah, the newer ones, you don't have to have that white edging. They
Right.
can just be all black.
Well, that's
And
good.
they can
Yeah.
install them close together, it looks more
All right.
continuous. The other thing we might mention is that they only had a very tiny window that you could see them from the water.
Right,
And at that distance,
you can't
I
see.
really don't think you could tell that there's a solar array on that roof
Good.
from that distance
Good.
because of how continuous it looks.
Are the applicants going to give us pictures? They were gonna take pictures of this, so we can use that as an
We can ask
example.
them to, yeah.
I think we did at that hearing.
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
Let's
Yeah,
remind,
would you
remind them.
remember the name of who owns that house?
Chris and Eric Caldy, Kaldy, 5 Windward Way.
And also, this is really on the outskirts of the district, so it's not on Main Road. And then we get to the question of what would they look like on a federal period house or Greek revival that we're gonna come up against there.
I
So,
think if you have dormers, it's gonna be more of a problem.
mhm.
There's also, I talked a lot with Catherine Reppert about, because she had a couple of people come, I think Isaacson she liked, but they listed some problems with how old houses like that, if you put them through to the structural beams, there is a chance that they may fail at some point. Because
The beams.
The beams, yeah.
Okay.
So, and she could speak better to that, I've asked her to come at some point, but, so there are considerations for older houses that, aside from the aesthetic.
Because of the weight?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The weight, and also if they were lifted or something, they could, you know,
Well, the wind could get
Yeah.
under them and you'd have a wind shear kind of.
I think in a lot of cases in these older houses, the rafters are not as deep. I mean, there are more of them, they're closer together, but, you know, these panels are just screwed to individual rafters, so, you know, the weight is not distributed evenly over the roof.
Something to bear in mind.
So is that something that the installers would say to these people, or would they just
They
install them
wouldn't
anyway?
necessarily know,
Oh.
because they don't know what they're drilling into necessarily.
Somebody must know.
I mean, they did mention it to her, but I don't think you can count on that, you know,
They might lose the
obviously,
sale.
ethically,
Hmm.
you know,
I think these installers too, there's a whole array of how professional they are.
yeah.
Hmm.
Isaacson is well regarded and they seem to know what they're doing. Isaacson's done quite a few installations in here in Dartmouth.
Just another thing to mention about this roof, so we did talk about the light color of the roof, and I think, I mean, it would be better in general if the roof were darker, because, you know, then the panels would not
Really
stand out
fade,
as much
yeah.
from the roof.
Okay.
So that might be something to take into
Are
consideration when
solar
we're talking
panels
to people.
by definition
Yes.
always black, I guess?
Yes, but I mean, roof shingles could also be.
Oh, yeah, they're
charcoal
spectrum,
gray or-
yeah.
I think that would be an important consideration.
Mhm.
Not as much as a
Yeah.
contrast.
If it's on
Thank
just
you.
one side or something.
Right.
Now,
Yes, I also have a report on Deborah's house, 31
She
Cape
has to
Island.
tear it all down.
Yeah, so I went over, actually part of the same visit, to 5 Windward Way, and Deborah showed me around the house. Everything looks in order, as far as I can tell.
thank you.
Gutters, round downspouts as specified.
And almost done.
Almost done, a couple weeks away, so they say. I got a call also from Jeff Wade, who has an application that was approved, and he just got his permit and is starting construction this week.
Good.
So when he gets farther along, I suppose we'll get another call.
Also, did you get a call from Diane
I was just
Halverson?
gonna mention her
I
too.
couldn't reach her.
I
Yeah.
received her, it was in the mailbox.
Yeah,
Okay.
Diane called me and told me what she was about to do, and she changed the color of her cedar shingles. And she's gonna be using yellow instead of red, so,
Alaskan yellow, which
so,
apparently is,
but they won't be stained or anything, they'll gray out to whatever
Yeah,
color.
what do they,
Yeah.
what do they turn out to
They,
be?
they go to gray,
They go to gray?
yes.
Okay.
You go to a very good grade.
A very good gray, then I'm
Yeah.
all
Good
for
gray.
it.
That's a very, very, very durable shingle.
Yeah.
And she was, and you just confirmed that she was gonna put this note on her copy of her
It's in her
application
file.
and put it in the file, so that's been done, and she just wanted to note that change of color on the shingle.
Okay. Well, no, wait, since this is a change, should we vote to approve this change? Or do we,
She already had cedar shingles approved, and now
Yeah,
it's
but-
the,
This is a very minor change.
okay.
Uh,
You know,
to
I
go
just
from the
want to
red
cross
cedar-
every T and dot
No, to
every
go
I.
from the
As the
red-
current expert on red cedar, apparently Alaskan yellow is what's currently
It is.
on track.
around and available and presumably cheaper.
Oh,
Okay.
Probably. I don't know. They're all expensive.
We got a no right here, but okay. Okay,
that's it
well,
for
thank you.
me.
Okay, first order of business. I'm afraid I misread the abutters letters, and in fact, Richie, you're the first up.
So, you want me up there now?
Sure. Tell us what,
Apologize, I didn't make last month's meeting.
we missed you.
I've been dealing with some medical issues.
so sorry.
So, no big deal. Anyway, thanks for having me.
We're thrilled.
This is my old jailhouse here, schoolhouse.
Okay.
Anyway, this was like first grade, I came in third, fourth grade.
You don't get detention in for third grade.
Anyway, so, I'd like to change the gutter on the back of my house. I think you guys got the paperwork in front of you.
No, we do we?
We may, it may be posted.
You're what are you?
Will not give
What's
up.
the address?
19?
1930 Main Road. I had-
1928, 1930.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's the back gutter.
I think all I had is posted on the bulletin board.
Okay, do you have
Oh, so
any?
you- I didn't bring it with me, so you don't have anything?
No, because weren't we supposed to deliver 3 copies or whatever?
No, I think
I know, I brought her the check, I
Oh,
remember
I
that,
have
there was an
Okay, okay,
application.
well, okay, let's go through it if we can.
Okay, it's about a 40-foot gutter, it's on the back side of the main house, I replaced the front side gutter about 4 years ago.
Okay,
Wooden gutter, wood for wood.
wood for wood.
Yeah, and now this one on the back side
You're gonna do
needs a fascia
fiberglass?
board. No, Kenny Pacheco will do the work. He said aluminum gutter was
Aluminum.
$1,700.
it was aluminum.
Okay,
I think the
And it's
facial was
5x4, the fascia board. So it's replaced the fascia and the aluminum gutter.
Richie,
The-
is this in view from a public way?
Drift road.
Well, it depends how far you're viewing, I guess.
It's in the back, though,
It's
right?
in the back of the house, if you walk down the street, you might see the end of the gutter.
yeah, you could
I
probably could, in theory, view it from drift from the back, yeah?
Yeah.
If there weren't any vegetation, because we
Right.
don't
I
consider
got a
vegetation.
cemetery there.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Look over there.
Okay,
But the house behind me has an aluminum gutter that I can see
Right.
from the church.
Sure.
If I walk from my house to Hotel Hill, which is 1,000 feet maybe, I think I counted 8 houses with gutters that I could see from the road. From the road, not looking across the cemetery or,
And you said you are also replacing the fascia board?
yes.
And what
It'd be
material?
white, well, the contractor would like to use, what do you call it, that?
PVC,
Yeah,
AZAC.
PVC,
that stuff,
AZAC, yeah.
it
Okay,
won't
that
rot.
is, the associate, commission has approved
Mhm.
PVC.
Right,
We've also approved aluminum gutters if they were installed in the same manner as a wooden gutter. Now, this is what the installation, also, the thing is, we also approve fiberglass gutters. These are
yeah,
fiberglass
right, I don't know
gutters.
what the price is on them.
all right.
I thought it'd
But
be
in that
fairly-
location, you might just go with aluminum,
Yeah,
if it's not seen. If it's up to you, because this is much more durable, the fiberglass.
yeah,
That lasts for a long time.
yeah, I think it's just a price thing, I ain't like how the wooden gutters now are not as good as they used to be. The one on my house is 70 years old, my great uncle
Wow.
probably put them on.
That's why people are going to this fiberglass.
Right.
And it's made by boat builders. That's who started this, yeah, in Massachusetts, up by Situate.
Yeah,
These people decided they'd go into boat building because they knew how to work this fiberglass so well, and they make these gutters.
So they're laying up gutters instead of boats.
And they last forever, as you know.
Yeah,
So you might just bring that up to your builder
right.
as an alternative. So that we certainly would approve. And we have approved the aluminum.
We
Yeah, I
have,
think
but
this
we.
is a 4x5, you don't have the paperwork, do you?
No, it's the town hall, but
Posted at town hall.
that's pretty much verbatim off the.
My only question is, what is the profile? Is the profile going to be the same as the wooden gutter?
It's 4x5,
There's an aluminum
well, it
gutter
doesn't
right
have a
here.
return like that on the end.
Um,
They just stop, they stop short. There's no returns on the gutters on my house.
On the existing ones?
Right,
Okay.
on the front side, you have the rake comes down, it's a molded rake. It blends into the gutter on a 45 angle.
Does it cover the gutter, the rake board?
On the end, it's
Is it-
mortise, it's mortise, it's cut together on the front side.
I see. And so what you see then is the end of the gutter.
Right,
Rather than here where you returns,
there's no
you
returns.
just see
on
a dead end of the gutter.
Right, there's no returns, the rake just comes down, they blend in.
Yeah.
So how's the gutter terminated at the end?
I would say it's like an end, like a 90-degree,
A flat.
it's like a flat end.
It's just a cap, an end
Just
cap.
a cap.
Yeah, it's an end cap. I've got this thing here, this is what.
If we saw photographs of where this was located, it would help us a
Well,
lot.
I supplied all that stuff to this group.
Three copies?
I don't know how many copies I got. Susie Martin Emery took the pictures for me, and I put it in the original packet.
Well, I think if we had 3 copies, we'd have them here.
All right, I don't wanna hold you up, we'll put this off another month.
Are you okay, I hate to
Well,
do it.
no, I mean,
I hate to
this
do it,
is- this
but,
is
but,
like- Well, this is like service.
but we don't know what it's gonna look like. You know, we can't see
Look, I
the,
supplied copies.
Would it be possible for Richie to go over to town hall, grab the
It's
That's
copy
true.
off the bulletin board?
Go grab it off the bulletin board at town hall, come back, and we can do it tonight. How does that sound?
All right, we'll do that.
That sounds, because, you know, we don't want to hold everything up just for that. Okay. Thank you. Okay, 1919 and 1919A, Main Road.
I'm Scott Jones, and this is our designer,
Okay,
Trabuco.
okay, what have you got for us?
Good evening,
Is this it?
I'm Donna.
Hi, Donna.
Um,
You want to put those up on the board, or?
Yes. I've got 3 copies.
Good, that's what we're supposed to have.
Thank you. Hello, everybody, good evening. So I have actually 2 ways I can share what we're
Do you
proposing.
have a photo package?
Yes.
Let's pass that around as well. Yeah, let's-
Am I putting something on the plate?
She's got it, can you put it up on the board?
I have
Another
both.
package.
I have, yeah, I may
Or do you
have
want to use
two.
one of these packets?
I have the same.
You have the
Yeah,
same?
But I also could do
The,
project.
You want to project it?
Look around.
Even better.
I didn't, I saw that, and I was wondering if that would, I saw the projection.
I looked and we've never used it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I'm afraid I can't read them in that, when it's in the small format on my computer, so this looks something I can see.
Okay, so 1919.
Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. 1919, and there's 1919A. So we'll start with the main house,
Okay.
okay?
Mhm.
1919 is a beautiful 2,400 square foot, built in 1920. If you want to flip through the existing conditions, you'll see the house.
Okay.
What I thought it would be cool to do is, I took the photos. If you guys have a copy of these,
You have one
They're
side.
coming. I'm
There
happy
may be
to
2.
share. And I can look up.
One is probably on the bulletin board, we should have told
We should
Richie
go-
to bring it.
That's fine, I've seen it so many times, I can. And I can look upside down. There you go. So, if we look at the first one on Exhibit A, what I'd like you to see is the view from Main Road clearly. And it's actually the corner of the house because there's two large trees
Mhm.
crossing the cemetery.
We don't
And-
count vegetation, just so you know.
Right, we're not doing anything to the front facade, you
Okay,
guys.
very good.
1990 will not be touched to the front facade of the main home. What the angle I took this photo is because this gorgeous stone wall, right over it, you guys will see a little bit of decking, okay? A little bit of decking. All right? So, if you're able to flip to the proposed floor plan,
So that's way back there. There we go, little decking. Yes.
okay,
Yep.
which is the A1, you're going to see, if I can reference that photograph, so that this is Main Road, here's the stone wall, and in that photograph, you're looking at this deck on the side of the driveway. So what we're asking you, presenting to you,
Yeah.
is the door in this little glass assembly, it's kind of funky little windows. I'd like to propose to present 3 new windows. That's it.
Eliminate a door.
Yeah.
Add, and then replace with 3 windows.
If it's even seen. So we're like, this is the magic question, because that's me going far over to the neighbor's driveway with all I know about vegetation, I totally understand. So for us to interpret this photograph with you and to see it's even visible, because you can see the cutoff. Look at this. So here's this corner of the original home. It jumps in and jumps in again. So the road is here, and it's the, you know, the angle of it.
So looking at that photo, what are the windows that you're talking about?
Well, this, I can't even see them.
They're
So,
back in
oh,
there.
this one, right. So this is being replaced in there, not this pond, but that.
But we don't see them from the photo, the top photo.
Right,
No.
right. That's what I wanted to kind of exhibit to you, is to show you, I don't really see it. It's just sharing our proposed work, and we just want you to
Okay,
see.
so
maybe
wait, you're
it's
replacing a
slower.
window and a door with 3 windows, is that
Correct.
correct? Okay,
Right, and
just
then
so I,
we're adding a door.
where there's, that's not visible from
Correct, and
from
you
any
know what,
public
we'll get to
way.
that exhibit and say it's not even
Yeah,
visible,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
in the back, but
Yeah,
we
yeah.
wanted to share any
Okay,
exterior
very
work
good,
we're doing.
yeah, very good, I got it.
Okay, so that is basically all we're doing, other than, like Chair has said, there are 2 windows in the very, very back side also.
Okay,
So if you did flip to Exhibit B, we just want to tell you, all of this is in the back. It's totally in the back, but we want to share with you an exterior what we're doing. So those photographs show it for a very,
the windows at the bathroom, is that what we're talking about?
well, there's this, it's tricky, right?
Because I- Yeah,
Yes, correct.
yeah, okay.
Those 2
So
are going to
those-
be
that-
replaced.
That's gonna be replaced by 2 windows, but that's really
Where
not
is that
visible.
red? We're
It's
not
in, it's
seeing
in this
that.
nook
See this
that you
nook?
can't, you
We're really
don't,
seeing
you
the back
can't
of
see
the
from
house.
any
Right there,
direction.
these are 2 new windows in the very back of the house.
Okay, but
Exactly.
where is
Got
it?
Main road is right
Main
here.
Road.
It's
And
right
what are we
here.
seeing from Main Road here with the replacement of the
All of
window
this
and the
stays,
door?
we don't change any, oh, this is the side.
And we've seen this somewhat from
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
That was, I was presenting to you in this photograph.
Right.
Okay,
Got
that's
it.
going to be replaced.
Okay,
Okay, that clears everything up, right?
good, yeah.
So the only other thing to be clear with, and you see the very long elevation of this driveway, is if we all try to imagine way down here, we'd like to put an outdoor shower.
Yeah.
It's in the back of the house as well. We
Yeah.
just want to share everything.
Oh, yeah, no, I appreciate
That's
that.
very good, we
That's what-
appreciate,
that's what we
Right?
want.
We
That's
sat
what
over
we
this, and
want.
let's just show you every exterior
we
work.
appreciate clarity.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
What will the outdoor shower be sheathed, or how will it be sheathed?
We were presenting the fencing that's similar to 1919A cottage. Has a fencing,
Uh-huh,
we can show you photographs of that.
that's, okay, let's
That's
take a
in here
look
as
at
well.
that.
And we were just gonna follow along with
Because if
that.
anything were visible, it would be the sheathing on whatever's on the side there.
Sorry, see this fencing, which is in this is 1998 cottage, and that's what we're calling this fence.
The stone one.
And the drawing actually shows it. I have a proposed elevation, if you look at,
There, that fencing.
yeah. If you wanna look at,
Okay.
which one?
Okay.
If you don't mind, it seems like it's a working, I'm just share.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's an elevation
Since we're
here
here,
somewhere.
yeah, here it is, if you guys wanna turn to A3.
A3.
So it's like right here, and that's the exact same fencing that's on 1998 on the fence.
And what is that fencing? Is that cedar? What is that?
Cedar,
I'm not really
it's
sure.
cedar,
I would prefer, for a shower, I'd prefer to make it look like the old fence, but use cedar. so
Cedar, yeah,
lasts.
'cause it lasts,
So
right.
get water on
right,
it.
right, right.
That's-
Well, it looks like cedar, so
Yeah,
that's what I was
That's
assuming.
okay, right.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah,
Any questions on the main house?
no. I don't have any, anybody else?
I do not.
So, in this drawing A3, again, you're doing the 3 windows, and the outdoor shower is back here,
Correct.
Yeah.
Again, the driveway.
and there's nothing there now.
There's nothing there now. And all these windows are the same. We didn't touch
And you
that.
can see that on EX3, I believe, if you want to look at, compare. Yeah, there you
Thank
go.
Right.
Good. Yeah, okay.
All right. Anybody have questions on that? All right, so I think exhibit, all right, so what,
No, the guest cottage.
the guest cottage is a beautiful little sweet little,
It is.
right? Isn't that
That
beautiful?
on here
So
too.
what I'd like to show you on the guest cottage is I started with exhibit C, and that was just to demonstrate literally I'm standing on Main Road. Clearly it's visible from the street. The facade of the little cute cottage,
Right.
right? It's that little space down in there. And this is a better photo here. Okay? So
That's from Main Road? Yes, that is from Main
you
Road.
will see
Yeah,
this,
yeah, yeah.
and this is two pictures. One
Okay,
is really
yes,
close
yes.
up and one's further away.
Got it.
Okay? So I zoomed in because I don't want to forget, which you've been asking for all along. Where, like this facade to be, you wanted to be side
Yeah,
up.
the fireplace sort of leaks, and the contractor suggested that we just reshingle it, and that would allow them to reseal against the old stone fireplace.
Not
And
changing
the
windows,
shingles
there.
also-
Like for like.
Whatever shingles we can get that will bring like the rest of the place.
Okay. Okay,
So
got
that's
it.
one request here, is the new shingle siding.
Uh-huh.
Probably saying you see them. So the big question here is, we have a door and a window
Yep,
in that little tiny
See it?
cottage.
uh-huh.
We just want one window,
No door,
no door,
okay,
and kind of tweak that window to be smaller and move it in the middle.
yep.
And you can see that
See
on
that
the
on
drawing.
A2A.
Correct.
This is like 1920s or when?
Yeah, the main house was 1920.
1920, yeah, and then this was just a little later, 1930, it was originally an artist studio,
Yeah.
and then they expanded it and added a kitchen and a couple
Isn't it
bedrooms,
sweet?
but it's
So you can see on the
very
drawing.
open rafter.
Yeah, I've looked in. It looks like the kitchen's 1930.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
So this
The
is what it
old
looks like
format.
now, and this is what we're asking
Mhm.
to do, one little window, and
And that's to facilitate a new kitchen where we can have real counters and a door that opens to the patio on the back.
so if you look at the floor plan, what we'd like to do is put the door on the side, and you see in the floor plan, proposed cottage. So here is, let me give myself a minute. Okay, so I'm standing on Main Road, okay? I'm on Main Road, we want to do this next to the big fireplace, the stone fireplace, and down here is
Sorry,
the,
which drawing are you?
oh, sorry.
A1A.
Correct.
And that's compared
For
to
1998.
EX1A.
And Main Road is where?
So I'm standing at Main Road,
Just there, okay.
looking at the
Main
small
Road
cottage.
is this way.
Correct.
Okay,
We oriented it, so I'm now staring, I removed the door, I removed that older window, removed those stairs.
But wait a minute. Oh, where's this outdoor shower? I'm not seeing it on the floor plan. Maybe I'm missing something, but I'm seeing it on the elevation.
Oh, this is a different build, this is the 1998 cottage.
No, I know, that's what I'm looking at. Okay.
We're, right now, we're looking at, I'm sharing this door to the patio.
Okay, I see. This is not, this is a different door.
yes, it's-
I see, different
There's little
change.
pieces.
Different change, got it.
Chair,
Okay,
that's
very
exactly
good.
right. That's what I'm trying to be clear with these photos to
Yep,
represent.
Yep.
Okay. And actually, it's really hard. In this photograph, this is the side of that little kitchen where we're presenting, we'd like to put in a door and a small window to this bathroom. This is on the patio on the right side, coming down the driveway, I'm standing on Main
But
Road.
there's a fence there as well.
Yes, exactly, I'm inside the fence area,
Yes, you are.
but we're understanding vegetation fencing,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sharing.
yeah, got it.
So if we patched this door, changed a new window here,
Got
I'm
it.
asking for a French door to come out on the side. This fence is there now, however, the door to the fence is here, and I'm moving it here, keeping it, I would reuse the same fence.
Right, so it's even less visible.
Cardinal points of the compass. Where's east? The top of the page?
It's the top of the page, yeah,
Well, that, okay.
which is Main Road.
Yes, okay.
I was trying to reference Main Road always, thank
Actually,
you.
I found that very frustrating, that I kept,
Okay.
where's,
Yeah.
where's north and south?
Well, I think we were trying to keep the two buildings referencing Main Road and illustrating it together, but
But it's-
yes.
when I was trying to work my way through these, I kept,
There's a lot of.
That's why I like
Where's
that's why I like the full-size plans and not try to read it on my computer.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
a site plan would also be helpful. I mean, just,
I think there is one actually.
is there a site plan? I didn't see it.
It's
In your package somewhere.
Somewhere?
in the little, I saw
Oh,
it.
it's in the photo package? It might be in the photo package. Is it there? No, it's
I
not.
think it was in the photo package, is what I haven't seen it
I
this
saw
evening.
it here. You went
Yeah.
through, it's in your pile somewhere. I saw you.
I got a lot on my file.
I saw it here tonight.
There you go.
There,
Here.
there.
Okay. Yeah, let's-
So
let me take a look at that.
what I can reference actually is the first,
Okay,
the
I got it.
first photograph.
Got it.
And the colors is
The back
Actually-
one, back one.
this one. If you look at Exhibit C,
Uh-huh,
this photograph is standing at the neighbor's driveway. So
uh-huh.
I'm respecting the neighbor's driveway. I'm trying to show you the density of that patio to the cottage way back. Maybe the site plan does help you. It's so dense. And how do I share with you, like, the fence and that door? I'm basically saying, I
It's,
just
the-
need
it's
nothing.
there, it's
Yeah,
there.
it's there.
Okay,
So I'm asking about this door and this window,
right. Got it.
okay? And back to what the chair was asking about, in this little cottage, we're asking for an outdoor shower that is only on the floor plan. Now,
Okay.
if you look at Exhibit D, oh, E, excuse me, E, I went on the other side of the property, kind of at the beginning of Carter's Way, which is private, and to show you and point to you, this is a blow up, and it's even still back there in the
Yeah.
floor plan.
Right.
Can't see it.
I mean, that's way,
But I just be respectful.
Yeah, yes,
of
yes, yes,
everything
no, we
you're doing.
appreciate that.
That's
So,
it.
looking at the assessor's map, it looks like there are three buildings.
Garage, okay.
What is the
so-
The
garage?
garage, and the
See,
garage is,
this garage.
no, wait, is the garage at the back?
It's in between the two.
It's in between the two, that's what I thought, okay.
So the garage, it looks like,
This one, I think.
yeah.
Right there, that's the garage, yeah.
I see.
That's it.
And
That's
that,
it.
the wood pile is along this edge of the property? Is that where that photo was taken?
Yes, yeah, that's the neighbor's.
Any of the larger plans, feel free to take them.
Okay, do we have questions, comments?
no, I'd say I appreciate, even though it's not an old historic house, I appreciate I had nightmares about what somebody was maybe gonna wanna do with this house, and all, because they are old enough to require some work. But so I appreciate that you are respecting the history that it has and
Mhm.
the form.
We live in a house that was built in 1752, and my family farm was built in 1797, so I have a long history of
Yeah.
loving old homes, and we're not gonna cheat. This house will do work on the inside, obviously, but for all intents and purposes, it's gonna look exactly the same as it has for the last 100 years.
I just wish that they kept that little doll's house there.
It was a tough decision. If you looked at it close, it was made out of particle board, which had rotted all
Right,
the
they-
way
that
out.
expands,
And I
right.
hemmed in all, and I said, oh, this thing's been here a long time, but We got enough project here. I don't need to restore a dollhouse, but I know it was sort of a,
Yeah,
underneath the cedars there, it was very.
So this is the house with the dogwoods and the pink roses, if I remember correctly.
Yes, that's exactly
Oh,
right.
pink, and that beautiful pink, what is a tree?
Dogwood.
Dogwood, oh my God.
And it has one of the, I don't know how many are left on the point, but it has the original outhouse as well. So we have
Really?
that going for us.
Yeah, just in case.
You may have the only one on the point.
No, Barbara Hanley's house has an outhouse,
Oh,
too, that's used as a garden shed.
Okay. Well, let's get back to,
Yeah,
let's
sorry.
get focused, I'm sorry, on the matter at hand. Do we have any questions or comments?
I had a-
Garrett, you're usually good for a question.
I had a question about the outdoor shower in the main house. So it goes the full width of the back of the house, and so one question is how that fits in with the downspout that's shown there now. Would that be inside the shower?
I don't think I'll change the downspout, we'll probably
Well, no,
work around it.
exactly.
And probably direct the drainage of the
We would build
downspout
it
away
with
from.
the fence wall put in like that.
You just build it in, you'd move it in.
Absolutely.
So it's,
So I was
you're talking about a 6 inches or
We'll
8
make
inch
sure that it
setup.
doesn't even touch the
Yeah,
downspout.
which I think would actually be an improvement because it would
It'd be
make
less
that
visible, yes.
less visible and also sort of a clearer demarcation between them.
It's plenty big enough as it is. and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
smaller, so
I'll make
Good.
it out,
Okay.
definitely.
Very good.
I guess it doesn't matter on the other side because it's not visible, but, yeah, anyway, that would make me happy. Just set it back a little bit. That's the only thing I'll have.
Do I hear a motion?
A motion to approve.
With that one change that we've just agreed on on the outdoor shower on the main house, 1919.
Right.
Okay.
A second?
All in favor?
Aye.
You're approved. Now, before you go anywhere,
Yes.
we're going to appoint some monitors. And the way it works with the monitors is notify them when you're about to start work. If there are any changes you're going to make that we haven't approved, or you would like to make that we haven't approved, and when you're completed. And who would like to be a monitor on this?
The 18.
18, okay, that's Beverly Sook and Deborah Chioffi. Okay. And you will, and Bob will give you their phone numbers, so you know who to call.
And I can put my phone number on there.
And we're good. Thank you.
And your number's on the website anyway.
These are my glasses.
Or is it maybe it's just your
back.
email? Maybe it's just
Oh, good.
Can't do
Remember
it.
that.
I
We don't do
understand.
phone numbers, but we'll give you
I
ours.
understand.
Okay.
It's a good thing we started with Richie. I hope he can get
And also
into town
emails.
hall.
I mean,
But,
That's
all
why I
right.
did put them first.
That's, I hear you. Yeah, I didn't realize he was gonna show up with nothing.
Does anyone need any additional?
I think
So
we're
just
good.
one
One
set.
set is
I
all
would
we
like
need,
it.
and we have
I
that
don't
one
want it.
set. There you go.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sure.
I'm just curious before I get started on the interior work, how do, and like, maybe these windows might come into it, how is this committee with its preservation goals, is it gonna be at odds at all with the new energy code of the building department in terms of, would there be any?
What exterior changes would the new energy code require? Because basically, we're only concerned with exterior changes. So unless there's something that's gonna be manifest on the outside of the building, it's beyond our jurisdiction.
Windows.
I guess,
I think
what
it's a
is-
really,
yeah, I just,
as long as we get approved.
yeah,
Right,
the
right.
table windows and everything, hopefully
Right.
be consistent with the energy code, that's what. we're-
Ooh, windows. Now wait, did we talk about these windows at all?
They're gonna have the Pella traditional reserve series, all wood, all wood. And
Well, a lot of people will come to the commission with a window like Pella or Marvin, and they will have specified wood. And we didn't want to be restrict to
Unduly
wood.
restrictive, right?
Because the actual aluminum cladding is acceptable.
We talked about that, and I think he was.
If that's the case.
I like wood.
Okay, yeah, no, if you like wood, that's fine.
I like wood.
Okay.
Yeah, we brought that up, and even speaking to the color rep, he was talking about the Force 12, talking about there's some details, but some, I said, no, I think we're fine, really
Well,
like.
with that
the-
window, though, it would be a simulated true divided light window.
Right,
Uh,
but right now, I
Rather-
think we.
Or you could have a true divided light window with a, usually they put an energy panel on it.
Howard doesn't do the true divided, they'll do the traditional reserve, and it's, I'm looking for the 5/8 inch mutton,
Yeah.
all wood, insulating glass, the spacer is non-glare. So, I had a nice conversation with them about what they're familiar with the
Good.
area. And, they're very happy with all wood,
Very good.
if you guys agree.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, it's only a couple of windows anyway.
And it's on the drawings.
Right. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Very much.
Okay. 1928, 1930? No, actually, where are we? Yeah, 19, no, oh, Mickey's back. Should we do Richie while he's back? Richie,
Well, our-
Can we sign a plan for the file?
we'll sign a plan. We'll- yeah, go ahead, sign it. Okay, Richie, you got what we need.
Well, it wasn't on the bulletin board.
It wasn't on the bulletin board.
No, it's only on the bulletin board, I saw a copy of it.
That's all I have.
Huh?
That's all I
So-
received.
Yes.
Well, I got this was the original back in July. And I had Lex Numby,
Yeah.
this was the packet, the copy that I saved.
Well, let's see if we've got a profile. What we're looking at is to see what this gutter is gonna actually look like. Okay, this is the back of the house. Okay, so it butts into the extension of the house here, and it is flat right there. It's pretty straightforward. It's what's the profile on this? Is it it looks like a half round.
But that, which picture are you looking at?
I guess these, it's hard to say what we've got here.
I
Okay,
mean,
hold on. No, that's just the historical stuff. So we don't have anything that shows what the new gutter's gonna look like.
I think we can clear that up here.
Yeah? Okay, let's see if we
Let's
can.
just look at the detail here.
this is the back side of the house.
Yeah, and that's
About
where the
40
gutter,
feet.
that's where the gutter's going.
This is a dormer here, that's what you see in
And
there.
that's there.
And this is the gutter that's existing there now, right?
Yes, and this
Right.
one too, you're replacing this as well?
No, not that one, that's
Okay.
Okay, that's already been replaced, so it's
That-
just
that's
this
the good
one. That's the good one, so it's just this one.
And the rake board comes down and it actually,
Does cover the end?
Yeah, the guy, Kenny Pacheco said that they extruded, I guess, the aluminum,
mhm.
they can
I'm
blend it
not
in.
seeing the gutter there at all, I'm
I
sorry.
think that blends in, yeah,
Oh, I guess this is the
Yeah.
gutter, right here, yeah.
right here.
No, that's not here, it's this. Sorry.
Okay, I'm just saying that in that situation where the way the, I'm looking at the gutter here, right?
Yes.
And it has a return, I mean, it's an angle on it. Okay, I think the best way to do that, Richie, is to make the gutter, and where it doesn't have the rake board that's covering it. Usually on those, especially the real early American houses, the rake board will come down, the gutter will die into it.
Right.
So it covers the end. But with the aluminum gutter, they can very easily miter that, returning it into,
The rate,
into the fascia board.
yeah, okay.
So from a top view, it would look like this. And then it would be mitered like this. And it would just die into that. From a front view, it would look like this. So the front of the gutter would look like that, and there'd be a little piece here that would turn it into a miter. And from the side, it would look like this. So you're seeing it from the side, but this line here of the gutter would be showing because it's really returning into it. So this is your fascia. So all you're doing is just, instead of having a dye with an end cap,
Right, yeah.
you're just putting a miter there.
You're blending it in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
think they can do that, because they extrude that stuff.
Well, that's how they make a corner.
Yeah,
And
well,
so,
that's the contractor's thing,
yeah,
Kenny.
it's easy. I mean, it's just the way they make a
Yeah.
corner instead of just slapping the cap on it.
Right.
And
So-
Ken does a lot of work down there.
Huh?
Kenny does a lot of work down there,
Oh,
so
yeah.
he must.
So I think we can approve it with just,
With that
with
caveat.
with that, yeah,
All right.
that the,
I'll call Kenny and see it. He'll understand it, I'm sure.
yeah, right, it's going to be, how can we put that in?
That
It's gonna be returned,
the-
mitered and returned.
the
Minor.
north end, let's start
Yeah.
with the direction, north end of the gutter.
The ends of the gutter.
Well, the other end dies into that addition, so
Okay, the north end.
so the north end of the gutter.
Could I take a look at the,
Yeah, yes. The north end of the gutter will be,
Return north end.
That's Richie.
will be mitered
Mitered, yeah,
so that you have the profile that you get at the front of the gutter also on the north end of the gutter. It's a profile that you have on the, the east side of the gutter, which is sticking out, is also on the north side, if I'm making sense. It's that same profile.
Okay, same profile.
well, it's just gonna be mitered and returned,
I got it here, written, minded and return north end of the gutter.
mitered and returned to the fascia board.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it.
Oh, this is 1985C. Yeah, this is Richie. And
Thanks, Gary.
this is the,
Okay.
what?
Do I have a motion,
Motion to approve?
subject to that one
Right.
caveat?
Right, because that wasn't clear in any drawings that were presented to
no.
us, so we had to clarify that.
Very good. Do I hear a second?
Second, I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thanks.
You're approved.
Uh,
Now we monitor.
Question,
Yeah.
question.
Okay.
The signs, are you doing the signs, Gary?
Garrett's doing the sign.
the signs, yeah.
Okay, I gotta talk to you at some point.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
One thing. And the second thing, when I first came in, I heard you talking about, solar panels.
Yes.
And the funny thing, you talk about looking from the road, I was going down the Boatyard Lane, Cherry Web Lane. You people probably don't think that it's Boatyard Lane, but
Yeah.
Cherry Web Lane, when you're going down, when you get past the old Prelude building, the condos,
Uh-huh.
if you look north, right over the town docks, at noontime, on a sunny day, you'll see polka dots on somebody's roof.
Where,
Solar panels.
where exactly is it?
But yeah, I don't want to rat the person out.
Oh, well, we'll have to figure it out for
Don't write
ourselves.
them out, just say who their neighbors are.
Huh?
Just tell us who their neighbors are.
Well, you gotta get out, you've gotta look.
It's right on the point, you're saying?
Yeah,
Well,
sounds
it's
that
on
way.
Main Road, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But they show just like polka dots. I heard you talking about the colors of the roof.
Right, right.
And with the sun hitting it, it looked like polka dots.
But it sounds like that'd be visible from the bridge as well, yeah?
No.
No,
You gotta
it's-
look north.
You gotta
The
look,
sun
you
up
gotta look
behind
north, you gotta look
gotta be
north.
looking
Is it
north.
on the east side
Okay.
or the west side of the street?
So it's not from the bridge. You know, if it's not from the bridge, you know what, I'm not real concerned about it,
No.
but,
You haven't had
Right.
any complaints, so I wouldn't lose.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking, I was listening to you guys talk about it.
yeah,
And it's funny, different lighting,
yeah,
it
yeah,
shows up different.
yeah.
Anyway, thanks for your help.
All right.
Thank you. No, monitors.
What?
You're gonna have monitors.
Yeah,
And the deal is, when you're about to start work, call the monitors, let them know, there are gonna be 2 monitors,
come on, all right.
okay? If you make any change that we haven't approved, you gotta tell the monitors, if you wanna make any change that we haven't approved. And when when your work is complete, call the monitors again,
Okay.
okay? And,
And if I do a little gutter on the street side, I do a like for like, I wouldn't
Okay, well, if you're doing like for like, but you
Yeah,
still have to file, you
yeah,
still have to
you do.
file certificate of non-applicability. Okay, so, wait a minute, who are our monitors for this?
I would be.
Going once, okay.
I'll be the monitor. so
Okay.
I'll be your
De-
second monitor.
Deborah's the universal monitor.
I'll be your second monitor.
Okay, very good.
When do you think
And
you're
Bob
gonna
will
start?
give you their phone numbers.
When do you think you're gonna begin this?
It's up to Kenny, he's been driving me crazy, I paid him
Mm.
for materials already about 2
I
months ago.
hear
so.
you.
Anyway, I would think sometime within the next month.
Okay, great.
You want my number or?
I'm gonna give you mine, and you're
Here
gonna.
here you go,
call me.
they're the numbers. Those are the people to call when you start work, if you wanna try to make any change that we
I know
haven't
where
agreed,
Carolyn is, okay.
and, when you're finished, okay?
All right, great,
Who were the
thanks.
monitors on 1919?
That was Beverly and Deborah.
Thanks for your help.
Thank you, and I'm glad we could resolve it tonight.
Richie, did you get my number from him?
Yeah, I've got, Deborah,
Okay, you got
Do
it.
you mind, Richard?
35, yeah.
Okay, great, thank you.
I won't give it out to anybody.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, 1985C Main Road. Thank you for being patient, but now you can see what
You
a,
actually,
what a wonderful process this is.
Ashley Sparks, Architects, this is Lorraine Bison.
Hi.
Hi.
Good, how are you? Good. So I'm used to being in the old place or with Zoom, so I have a set of drawings. Does everyone, you want to lay out the big ones or? put them
How
on
many
the
sets do we
board?
have here?
I just have one.
You have 4 sets? No.
no, I think I got one set.
Oh, one set. You know what? Let's put it up on the board. Let's put it up on the board, yeah.
So there.
Oh, there's these two, which
Okay, well, let's, spread them out.
Yeah, okay.
Everything helps, right?
We just need on the road, yeah. 4 sheets.
Okay. Now, is this the proposed? Yeah, it is. That's the
Yeah.
new, that's the new garage, if I remember correctly.
yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
right. And there it is. Okay. Look at these, Garrett. Yeah, I know you always like to take a look.
The site plan, I think, was
Site plan.
too. Very long.
That's the one you want.
Looks like the last one.
Can I see
Long.
the pictures
Right.
of, pictures of, yeah.
What's the, oh, yeah, it's
Thank you.
1980. Oh, I see. Do we have the orient, where's Main Road on all this?
North.
You know where this
Main
is.
Road is way over here.
Way over here.
This is the river.
That's the river.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're way down, we're way down.
Yeah,
So this
it's
is-
not, do you know where the Valentine house is?
Yeah,
You have to go down there and jog around.
okay. Oh, is this on Valentine Lane? No. it's not.
Well-
Across from the post office, so it's
Well,
across and then
my very
Okay.
good friends live in the barn,
okay,
Patty and Margaret.
okay.
So, anyway,
So you reduce that, I just think of the post
Okay.
office, yeah.
Okay.
So you have the site plan
Yeah.
here.
I always think of
This
the
is
Charles
visible
Allen
from the
House
library,
in
not
Bowen.
Main Road.
It's not visible from Main Road.
It's not, absolutely not.
So the only,
Is the river?
yeah, it's visible from the river, and so I guess it's just visible the west elevation
And the south
and the
elevation.
south elevation. How about the north elevation?
No, well, from the river, yes, but we're not doing any work there, we're only,
Okay,
yeah, so
So
the only
we're-
elevations we're concerned about tonight are
West
the
and
west
south.
and the
Nice
south.
photographs of
Oh,
that.
yeah, there's
Somewhere.
photographs, Yeah, I yes. sent that one. Oh, okay.
anybody else want to see the
Let's
site
see the
plan?
photographs.
Yeah, here, let's pass it down.
I think there were some colored photographs in the packet maybe, but you've got everything
Is
I
this Grog's
had.
house? No,
Lil Biser's been there since what, 90? 90, I think.
it's not the tennis court house.
No.
And it's not the one across there that,
So then you have that tennis course house, and then you have the McAndrew, the old McAndrew house, and then the next house, the Sayer house that used to be.
okay, okay. I tried to get down, but there's a dog tonight, and I have a little dog, and I didn't know if the dog was.
Okay, if you could describe what you're doing on your plans so that we can all be looking at it while you're just talking about it, that, I
Okay.
think that's helpful.
Yep, so these are the existing conditions. So we have an existing garage,
Uh-huh.
which is visible from the river on the south elevation, and you can see the east elevation as well. I'm sorry, this is the east elevation.
Okay,
I'm sorry, the west elevation.
west
So those are the
elevation,
two
yes,
elevations
yes,
that
south
you
and
can
west.
see, and that's what the existing is.
Okay,
So what we are proposing to do, and I'll start with the west elevation, is we want to raise the height. It's a little tight up here,
Uh-huh.
not much headroom, we're at like 6'8".
yeah.
So we'd like to change the pitch of the roof, and increase the height of the
The
dormer.
pitch of the dormer.
Well, no, both actually.
Oh,
So we would also be increasing the main roof, which would.
I see,
be-
you're raising the roof.
Correct.
Okay, got it.
Correct. So that was a little bit more comfortable above the garage.
How much are you raising?
We're going from a 7 to a 9, and in the photos, you can see that the existing house
Here, I'll take that.
has a taller pitch. So we would actually be matching. This is the one roof pitch that's lower than the rest of the house. So that's the existing garage, and what we would like to do to it. We would like to remove one door, add a couple of windows, and then the second part of this tonight is to actually add an addition, a 2-car garage addition. This is where they would park cars. This would be used
Really
more
what you see part of the house.
Okay,
And they're just, this is,
As far as raising the roof, where's the drawing that shows how that roof is raised?
to the left.
So this is the existing,
Yeah,
this is the proposed.
Yeah.
okay, so you're doing that only by changing the pitch?
No, they're actually raising the roof
We're
2 feet.
raising the plate heights that
The
we can
plate
raise
height,
the
how
peak
much are you raising the plate height?
about 2 feet. And you are hard pressed, I mean, you can see this from the river, but it's at a distance if you look at those photos, at least on the west elevation.
Right, right.
What you really see from the south side, and I stood as far back as I could in the neighbor's yard, is you're gonna see addition of the 2
Right.
main garage.
So the 2 dormers are gonna remain the same, except everything's gonna be raised up, and the pitch is going to change,
Correct.
of the main roof, not the dormers.
Correct. The dormers will stay at a 4, the main roof will go from a 7 to a 12.
Which will allow you to get taller windows under the dormer.
Yeah, just be a
Yeah.
little bit more comfortable on the
Yeah,
second
yeah,
floor. It's pretty squat right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, I got it.
It looks nicer to me. The pitch is much more pleasant than.
Now, you're doing something down below as well. You're replacing a single window with a double.
Well, correct. So, so let's see. Here I am. So for the existing garage, we've got 2 garage doors. What I'm proposing is 1 garage door with a pair of windows.
But I was
Oh.
looking under the dormer on the south elevation, I guess that is.
Under the dormer on the south.
Go up to the top, the very top. That and the one to the right are different. Now, and the one to the right is the existing,
Correct.
and they are different.
They are different. So I'm raising the height of the dormer. I'm keeping the configuration of the windows the same, but I'm going to get a taller window.
But you've got a double window on the left and a single window
On
on
the
the
first
right.
floor, that is correct.
And it looks like you're making a bigger slider or
Yeah, we're
patio
gonna go-
door,
we're gonna go
whatever
from
that
a 4
is.
to a 5 foot, yes.
Okay, I'm just,
Yeah, no, that's a good call, that's a good call.
I'm just looking.
Yep.
isn't that a private way? Or is it, maybe it isn't.
Well, Mo and I came here, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago for work on the west elevations, so it's visible from the river.
From the river.
Both-
This is all
both of
from the
these
river.
elevations are from the
there
river.
before, just repair work and stuff, we
Yeah.
updated windows and things.
Okay.
And like the previous applicant, we're also proposing the Pella traditional reserve windows.
Okay.
With gutters and shingles and sidewall shingles to match existing.
Okay.
So the windows are gonna match up with the proportions of the existing windows?
Ah,
So on the first floor, for example, that is the same exact cottage style window that we will replace it with, but again, when we're raising the height of the dormers,
Sure.
we're getting taller.
I mean, in
but same-
terms of style of them.
Absolutely.
now, just the,
I mean, the button size.
Yeah, we'll do the 5/8 with the Pella reserve. Yep.
it looks like you're also extending the dormer over the new garage. making it match the end of the roof as opposed to on the
Well,
right.
this is on the east elevation, which you don't see
Yeah,
from
you
it.
can't see, so
anywhere.
I don't, shouldn't
I put it there.
bother
because
my
you
pretty
asked
little
for all
head.
the elevations,
Okay,
you
fair
can't see
enough,
it.
fair enough. Okay. Anything else? Anybody?
And so that would be a simulated true divided light window.
Correct. There was also a Pella spec sheet included in the packet, but this is it.
The reason I mention that is that if we don't specify that,
Then who
you'll
knows
get,
what we'll get?
well, you'll get the grills
The thick- yeah,
between the glass.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find this view in the existing,
So that view of the existing is this right here. You have to look past that shed that's there in that photo, and I think all you see is those windows in the dormer.
oh, so we're just talking about this part of it?
No, that's actually
Okay.
the shed. This is
Okay,
what we're,
so-
oh yeah, that's it. That's all you can see right now.
Okay.
So it'll be a little bit taller.
And so this larger structure is not,
No, we're not
you're
touching it.
not touching it?
We've already done
Oh,
that.
okay,
Okay,
thank you.
okay.
With your approval.
Last
years
time,
ago.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this is all about the smaller structure. What is the current, the current square footage of that structure?
You know what? I did do that math. It might be on a paper here. Yes, it is. So the total house, is that what you're asking? Or what are you asking?
Of this,
The garage.
of the structure that
Yeah,
you're,
the structure
are you
you're
calling this a
altering.
garage?
Oh, yeah, sure. So the garage right now is, where am I at here? 28 by 24.
And the new dimension?
Is 22 by 24, I believe.
But you're not including the new garage, or?
Oh, so the new garage is 22 by 24. The existing garage that we're renovating, is 24 by 24.
So you're adding 22 by 24 to the 28 by 24?
Correct.
Okay, so they're adding the 22 by 24.
Adding 22
So that's
to
the-
something that's
It's already 28 by 24.
Yeah. It's shown as, the new portion is shown as gray on the site plan. Where that went,
It's right here. Questions, comments?
Looks like it's in keeping with the original house.
When is the when was the original house built?
Oh, could I see the site plan again?
Yeah. Do we have that on the application? I bet it's on the application somewhere, yes.
It's another
You want it or so I'll keep it.
Okay.
Unless you want to leave it.
Give us a small one, which
It's in my head, so.
It's not in mine.
I don't know that it's on the, I don't know the photograph.
Okay.
Right,
The color photographs.
It's not in mine.
The date would only be on the,
It's an ice cream.
the historic detail of it, whatever it is with the state, you know.
But we know, there may not be a historic on this.
I believe every house in the district has
It's
something
got
like that.
something, really?
When you
Okay.
created it,
The
right?
Macris, we're talking
Yeah, and to
about.
be honest, I haven't done that in a long time,
Yeah.
so I am not sure.
So we don't require it in our application.
We should.
I'm amazed,
What's the
actually,
original
now that
name
I
of the
think about
house?
it.
I'm sorry, what are you
The
asking?
original name of the house, do you know?
Well, Andrew got hit by the hurricane of what, 29? And this was built after that hurricane. I did
38,
go
you
back.
mean?
I mean,
38.
38, I'm sorry, 38.
The big one.
So I'm thinking, I can't remember.
It's the 40s, you're thinking.
Because it was built after.
Now, was this garage built at the same time as the main house? Is the next
I don't know
question.
that, because originally it was, they raised dogs, and it was a dog run, and Jennings,
Okay.
and 7 runs all the way, I mean.
I hear you, I hear
Yeah,
you.
so-
It's,
the Pels of Rhode Island had raised dogs.
Oh, the Pels, this is the Pell family?
A relative, their last name was Pell. And then they sold it to Louis Sayer, and everybody left the dog runs and the kennels, and then when we got it, then we're gonna have 7 dogs.
Thank goodness.
And you weren't tempted?
We have 3.
Don't even go
You
there,
want
it's
that
fine,
story?
no,
Okay.
no.
So, but no, we won't be using
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So that's the story. It's a great story of this house. It's interesting.
I move we approve.
Second.
Can I ask one more question?
Sure.
So it looks like the new garage is set back a little bit from the.
It is, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, good. I can see it here, okay.
Okay.
Second.
We got two motions. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, monitors. As we've
I'll be a
mentioned
monitor.
many times, okay? One monitor here. Do we have a second?
I'll
Deborah, the universal
Okay, I
monitor.
heard you coming in. You're the 18. So
You
I'm
are the
You're
18.
18.
And Bob will give you
We do
their
need to
phone
sign
numbers.
the,
And you
sign
heard
plans.
our drill.
Yeah.
When you begin work, any changes that we haven't approved, and when you finish.
Great. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
take that set and sign.
And so there were 3
Sign
copies
set.
of this, would you just want?
Thank you.
Ultimately, we just
Oh,
need
I-
one
I
to get
have- I have
the
this.
building
Oh, I
inspector.
found
So
one to
that's
sign.
3, and then I think those 2 sheets will make up a 5-sheet set.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Are we
I
ready?
should
This
give
is
a
the whole
piece of
set.
paper, we can give you our numbers.
Yes, 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 yes. How best to do it.
Bob gives them numbers.
What?
Bob gives them numbers.
Bob gives them numbers. Oh, okay. So,
Oh, okay.
okay,
Oh, cool.
Bob's giving
Okay,
them
great.
Yeah,
numbers.
yeah.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Bob.
Would you like the additional sets, or do you want me to?
Yeah,
Yeah.
why not, right? We keep those in the file, don't we? No?
Thank you.
Oh,
What set is about?
No, okay.
Keep them, you
they'll be
can use
useful
them,
for me.
right. Okay.
They might be useful to the monitors, actually.
They have
Just
one.
checking.
Oh, wait, we
Well,
don't
they
keep
have
a set when we
they
give
have
it, a set to Ralph?
Goes
We don't
to
keep
our
a set for
files.
ourselves?
I think they have to,
Oh, we don't, we
present
just-
their certificate.
We
assume somebody else is
What do we sign?
Permit,
What do we sign?
We do.
and the certificate
What
will be
do we
mailed
sign?
to
Oh,
them by the
a
clerk.
certificate of appropriateness.
Okay. Okay. I thought that we needed 4 signatures on their drawings. Thank you.
Did you have a plan to sign?
Okay,
No, we
The
can't.
complete set.
right, we got it right
Sign
here.
was right. Oh, they wanted to sign everything.
They wanna
People
sign it?
sign.
Let's get, here, guys. Sign.
We'll sign
Oh,
it.
no, no,
Projects ever happen. Because I
You
have all these
can-
things here.
Now, guys, a couple of
Never called.
ministerial items. Hello?
Yes.
I was thinking every meeting I'd give a little, go through some of the regulations that we're governed by, but maybe this meeting's gone on long enough that we can put it to a future meeting. I understand that. The second thing, though, is that I won't be here for our next meeting. I will prepare the agenda, but it'll be up to our vice chair to chair.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Okay?
But you will do the agenda.
I will do
Well,
the
that's-
agenda.
That's great.
Okay. Any other new business that we should be discussing?
I just wanted to mention that Tony Millam sent a message to Michael and me and Betty Slade today about the town farm. He's been working on the town farm, and
Right.
he's been out of commission because of a back problem, but
He's
He's-
back.
he's back. And I guess the highway department took down a plum tree
Yes.
that was blocking things, and now Tony's, proposing a certain sequence of
You want to plan a new one?
projects. So, well, no, but there are several projects. I mean, there's
Okay.
roofing, trim, painting, et cetera. Anyway, he's back working on that. And
Okay. And we have plenty of money in that account, or do we go to the town?
there's CPC approved money last year.
CPC approved money, that's fine. Okay, is this got, how many signatures does this have?
There's 4 on there now.
Okay, you're all set. Anything else?
Certificates of non-applicability, 2044, Mary Lou Bootwell, She's replacing her 7 storm windows, which I don't really think,
No, we don't have jurisdiction over those.
and a small dormer like for like.
Okay,
And 1973 Nile Freselius,
Basilius, yeah.
he's painting his house. So, the,
Again, I don't think we'd have jurisdiction over,
Unless they change the
Well,
color.
it's-
well, I guess.
no, it's
but-
like for like, but
Yeah.
yeah.
they submitted applications for
Okay, well, that's good.
Well, I think that the policy is that whatever you do in the district,
You need
You
to file,
submit,
you need to
uh,
file,
an
okay, very good.
application.
I
so we
stand
don't see
corrected.
something, construction being done
Right.
without knowing what's being done.
Right, okay,
Anyway, they got their certificates.
good. Anything else?
Motion to adjourn?
I move we adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, one and all.